One of the messy debates that we're going through right now is dealing with a lot of Confederate monuments. That's happening around the country. It's here in Alabama, Louisiana, elsewhere. How do we resolve something like that where some people are saying, well, this is our heritage, let's retain it. For others, that's a deeply hurtful monument. How should we engage that process?
Well, my view is that it's actually not our heritage, it's our history. We as a people have thankfully moved on. We as a people have, in very painful ways, I mean, I'm not that old, and I lived in a Birmingham that was still segregated. And so it is painful. But if you forget your history, then you are likely to repeat it. And one of the things about statues and monuments and the like is that for those who weren't a part of that history, it can be a reminder. I have students who were not born when the Soviet Union collapsed. And they're maybe not going to remember that in the way that I did, that there was once this thing called the Soviet Union. Nobody is alive today who remembers the Civil War. But by looking at that, you can trigger what it meant and what it was like. You don't have to honor the purposes of people whose history now shows that they were on the other side of history, but you'd better be able to remind people. And so I myself am not much for whitewashing history. I don't like the renamings, I don't like the taking down the various monuments. You know, I know that, for instance, the flag, Confederate flag, I agreed completely with Nikki Haley and others who removed, that was a battle flag of the defeated Confederacy. That's a different matter. But these historical figures, we need to remember who they are, what they stood for, and why we've moved on.